Good morning, guys. I'll be missing the presentations today, so I just wanted to record a quick video for you guys talking about my project. So, as we have here, this is my style guide. Um, I have my two logos here. I'm not really sure which one I will be using yet. As far as the mockup goes, I actually have this one in the project as of right now. But this one may be a more simple and a little bit smaller. That way, it doesn't take up too much space on the page. Um, of course, I've used this font here because that's the font that I actually use in the logo. So I use this on the site for, and I'll show you guys after this, but I've used it for like the navigation buttons and also like the headers of each page, only to give it a uniform look and not to have too many fonts, on one page. Although, I may be able to kind of swing another font and maybe change it if this becomes a little too overwhelming. As far as my colors go, my project is called, well, my website is called Timeless Music. So, in the timeless aspect, I was kind of thinking of something kind of like when you say timeless, I think of something like kind of frozen in time. So if you look at the two logos, I kind of use like this ice look to kind of make it look like they're frozen. So of course, blue ice. So I have this. I actually pulled this from, I think I pulled it from one of these colors using the little dropper, color dropper thing. White, of course, because white just looks good on this, and then black because they complement each other. So not too many bright colors going on, and something that just looks a little smooth, and it's not all over the place. I chose this as a secondary font for the actual like content on the page because it doesn't take away from this and it doesn't clash with this. It's kind of like the opposite of this, so like cursive and then like just regular like standard letters. They look pretty good together, so I just went ahead and roll with those. And then as far as the buttons go, I want to do like a default button like this with like a black background, white words, and then the blue border around it. Or I may just leave the blue border off. And then when you hover over it, it'll highlight blue and then change the word to white. And then when it's active and you're actually on the page, it maybe like puts like a little border around the words, making them blue, and then keeping the button black in the back. So with that being said, we will switch over. 1 second. Where is it? Here it is. So this is my mock-up of my website. Of course, you have the buttons up here. So I have a black background, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to just put the words over it. But I want it to have like this little border around them, so it doesn't look like they're just floating on a black background. As far as this goes, this part here is actually I'm thinking of putting like an overlay over the background. So the background actually is I guess they say like audio frequency or like an equalizer type deal. In the back, it's like the little bars that move when you play music or something like that. Let me see if I can move this really quickly. I'm gonna delete it and I'm gonna put it back up. So yeah, it's black. It blends in with the background, and then it kind of reaches down if you scroll down. And I'll just put that back there. I did this blue overlay to kind of fit in with the color scheme and everything, and then I took white words because the black kind of gotten washed out. And looking here, the white may be, it looks okay as of right now. I don't know if I may need to make the overlay a little bit darker, or like take a little bit of the opacity out of it so the white shows a little bit better on top. And then here is just another button that links to the about page, but I don't think it's going to be this big. I just kind of put that there as a reference. Then here we either do like about the owner or about the business. I'm not sure because I think that right here I will put something about the business itself, or just a little welcome, welcoming content or something like that. Then go here and talk about the business and then the owner, which would be me, of course. This would be a picture of me, some information here, and then if we scroll over, we get to our work. So we'd have a music section here, and then just a little catchy phrase or something like that, or like a little paragraph about the type of music that we do. And then here I was thinking about putting like a music player with like different music and things that I may have created, or something similar to what I would make, because I wouldn't really have anything to put on there as of right now. And then web and graphic, and I just have pictures here. I don't know if you hover over them, I probably would have like some information hovered over, maybe like a caption for the picture or something like that. Or maybe you can click on it and see a bigger, picture for it, like a blow up or something like that. Um, and then as we move over, services. So I list the services out here that I actually do offer. And then here I meant to put a little box here, um, for like you to book a service. So like something simple, like name, date that you're asking for, what kind of service that you're asking to book for, and then you know, basically it'll send like an email or something to me and let me know what that service is, and then I respond and you know give you a price, or it may give you a price right here. Who knows? And then the last page, which is contact us, I just put this little picture of like a contact form in here. I'm not sure if it'll look exactly like this because I know we're supposed to be learning something about that later. But yeah, contact form will be here. Name, email, subject. If you want to ask me about something, or inquire about pricing, um, and maybe even like some feedback, or like some maybe this could be like a testimonial type deal, so they could put a message, what they're happy with or maybe what they're not happy with, and then that could be posted on the site at a later time. Um, but yeah, this is pretty much the feel of it. And then again, I pulled this blue. This is the same blue that was in the color scheme. I just did like a little opacity on it, to overlay this. And then this background was actually, I know I showed you guys. I'm gonna delete it again. This background was actually in like a rainbow color. And I took, I think I went into Photoshop and I did like the color overlay thing, color overlay. I don't know where for it right now, but I took a color overlay and changed the background from that rainbow color to the blue, to match the colors of the site. And then again, like I was mentioning this logo when I was talking about the style guide, it's a little big here. I want it to be a little bit smaller, maybe, or maybe it needs to be that big to take up that little empty space there. But like I said, I may end up switching this one out for the hourglass. So hourglass measures time too. So that was another reason why I used the hourglass, for timeless. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I don't know if you guys noticed that I had the buttons changing when you're active on each site, which I thought was pretty neat. So yeah, thanks. And that is all.